reality, what if he has Jason Kelsey's longevity? You're talking about 7 years or more of Sewell and Ragnow as your anchor. And it's a little thing that they're going to have to probably address that you typically wouldn't, and that sucks.
Here we go. Panay definitely, not only is he dominant, when he misses and recovers, he doesn't commit penalties to do it. I know Ragnow struggles with injuries, but he's got to be considered a top line. Totally different run offense when he's in. Panay, yes, hands down, Ragnow's the best center in football. Panay, Saint, Hutch, Ragnow, Goff. You guys are leaving Ragnow out, big mistake. That's Frazier in perfect order. Panay, Sewell, clearly number one. Amon-Ra, Hutch, Gibbs, and Laporta. And finally, I go get a guy in the draft or in free agency for right tackle. I slide Decker to left guard with Sewell.
So John, do you agree that there's a possibility that next year's Ragnow's last year? Or is that still a little, maybe he'll probably try to fight through this at least 2-3 more?
I think he'll try and fight through it for a couple more years. The issue is going to be, and they'll have to address it, whether it's in the draft or whether it's in free agency, a guy that, and that's why I think Glasgow is a guy that you almost have to resign.
Because on the air yesterday, after the show, it was Evan Brown is free agent.
Yeah, I mean, there's another guy, and you're going to have guys up front, especially those middle three, that can play multiple positions. Now, again, Frank is a center. I'm not going to ask him ever to go play guard. I mean, I think he did that his rookie year, but that's not in the wheelhouse anymore.
Right.
He is a center. There are other guys. Jonah Jackson is a guard. That's where I want to see you can upgrade at that position in terms of ability, but also in terms of versatility.
All right, it's time now for news. And here's Heather.
Okay, so Travis Kelce's and Taylor Swift's on-field celebration after the Chiefs won the Super Bowl just got even cuter, guys, and it's because Kelce was mic'd up for the moment where they hugged and they kissed, and while there were no actually I love yous, it was a very sweet interaction.
Thank you for coming, baby. I can't believe that. Thank you. I can't believe you. Thank you for the support. Thank you for coming. Thank you for making it across halfway across the world. You're the best, man. Oh my God. The absolute best. Was it electric? It was unbelievable.
So cute.
It's a nice story.
It is a nice story. It's kind of, though, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, he was mic'd up for that. It's like, that's kind of a personal thing that I kind of feel like we're like invading their personal space. Like, okay, we can see that there's an embrace and there's a hug and there's a kiss. Well, that's cute. I kind of think that should be left between them.
Well, at the next light, turn right. From NFL films, what they do a lot of the times is when there's, well, sometimes it's controversial. I don't know if this would be controversial. They'll send out to the teams some of the stuff that they want their approval, whether they can put it out there or not.
Oh, that's why we haven't heard the Reed Kelce sound yet. They're still editing it.
I don't know if they're editing it.
So maybe there was more that they didn't want out there.
We'll find out.
And maybe there should be.
Kick Kanye out of here?
Yeah, exactly. Tell us. Yeah, she's like, you know who I kicked out? Yay.
By the way,
what does it go by?
At the light, turn right onto West 8 Mile Road. Then make a U-turn at Agata Street.
She's not going to be there.
She's in Australia, I think.
Yeah, I know, but there was talk that she was going to be there, and if there was,
that would be her body
double
double
the
for
size.
Sure. Yeah, she's not going to be there.
No.
She's off doing her tour. I mean, I don't know 100%, but I don't think she's going to be there.
I think it's been reported that she's even said she's not going to be there.
No, let him celebrate. That's his time.
She has a job.
Yes, she does. A very important job. You guys, the University of Michigan has suspended the fraternity Alpha Epsilon Pi amid allegations of hazing. So the suspension came after there was a video allegedly showing hazing at the frat that surfaced on social media. Now, the university has said an investigation is underway, and in a statement, they said the university condemns hazing practices and supports the use of strong responsive action. So they say that includes notification to chapter headquarters, university sanctions, and possible legal action.
I was never in a fraternity in college. So.
I will never, I was in a sorority. There was no hazing. Well, there was no hazing involved in our sorority. I've heard stories of hazing type things, but not like what was done here. And even in other frats, I'll never understand that. The whole hazing at frats. It's very extreme, it seems like. A shipwreck lost at sea 84 years ago has been located in Lake Superior.
Oh.
Pretty darn cool. On April 30th, 1940, the Arlington set sail from Ontario, ended up running into extreme fog and a storm, and the ship began to take on water. The next day, the ship started to sink. Now, all the crew was able to get off this ship onto another boat that was nearby. The mystery is, why did the boat go out into the open water when they could have protected themselves? Because the captain of the ship went down with the ship as well. And for decades, they've been trying to locate the Arlington, and it was just discovered. So the mystery has somewhat been solved. I mean,
at least where it is. Yeah.
Exactly, at least where it is.
Yeah.
Finally, major construction on 696 will resume this weekend, so be prepared. It's going to cause several lane and ramp closures. Crews are going to be working on installing traffic control devices, pavement markings, and they're going to realign the temporary median. Just make sure you know what's going on when you turn right, because you need to be prepared for something.
We knew it was coming, but
yes.
I thought maybe it would be another couple weeks.
So 275 did a similar rebuild previous couple years. I will say this, it won't be quite as bad.
In a quarter mile, the destination is on your left, 20040 Woodward Street.
Orchard Lake Road, so I really don't care. It's all about me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know,
And American
it's
Drive's
nice
open.
Yeah. It's
just be prepared. I know nobody likes delays in construction. Nobody does, but it's going to be better in the long run, right?
All right.
Think of that.
Thank you very
Orange
much.
Trail season has begun. That's just the first. That's the other thing is there's everywhere you go, it's going to be orange barrels.
Needs to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fix the damn road.
Damn right. All right. Our telephone number 248-539-9797. Spencer Torkelson joins us at 8 o'clock. And speaking of the roads, one of us kind of ran out of gas. We'll explain next. 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, so I know that some of you guys are finding yourself wearing a hat more often, or you're turning off your camera on Zoom calls. Well, it's time to deal with your hair loss, and it's time to talk to the guy who wrote the book on it, quite literally. That's Dr. Berkowitz at Michigan Hair Restoration. He is Michigan's #1 hair restoration specialist. And Dr. B will restore your hair and your confidence, just like he's done for thousands of guys over the years.